It's the morning alarm and Samir wakes up to a brand new refreshing day at the APIIT campus. It's been almost 2 years since he's been a student of the Multimedia and Computing program, and every single day he has woken up to the crisp morning air in this lush green campus. All charged up, he rushes for that quick game of basketball. Outdoors is a pleasant experience. A sprint round the ground and Samir is ready for that exciting game. A quick pass, frantic run, a clever dodge, a few clever dribbles, and finally the winning shot. Waving, cheering and a few high-fivers. And it's time for Samir and his team to return to their respective rooms. Samir freshens up for the day and heads for the cafeteria, where his favorite breakfast and that stimulating cup of tea await him.
Samir is the second-year student of APIIT SD India, which is run and managed by Sanatan Dharma Education Society or SD Education Society, a non-profit organization managed by over 200 active members and founded by Babu Jwala Prasad and Babu Jayanarayan Goela in 1946. The SD Education Society has played a pioneering role in the field of education. When education was considered a royal luxury, the SD Education Society has stayed committed to its cause of making the best quality education available and within reach of every knowledge-seeking student, irrespective of caste, creed, sex or religion. With over 8,500 students on its roll every year, the SD Education Society manages the SD Senior Secondary School affiliated to the Haryana Board of School Education, the SD College affiliated to the Kurukshetra University, and the MASD Senior Secondary Public School and the SD Vidya Mandir Senior Secondary School, both affiliated to CBSE, New Delhi. APIIT SD India, the most recent initiative of the SD Education Society, is an institute committed to excellence. The lush green campus, the clean and hygienic hostels, the cafeteria, the outdoor sports facilities, the indoor sports facilities, everything at APIIT SD India is conceived with the student as the center.
The corridors are buzzing with students. The class is chirpy as usual, and a sense of camaraderie prevails as Professor VT walks in. The topic is database design, and Professor VT, known for his ability of delivering interesting insights that ignite these young minds, starts presenting his thoughts. As Samir gets up to share his thoughts, the class is already making notes, contributing, participating, and learning happens all the way through. Before the class ends, Professor VT announces the schedule of the new lecturer, Professor Paul, who would be sharing his experiences on contemporary topics. Samir and his classmates are thrilled at the prospects of getting to hear the expert speak. Time for the next session, and it is this class that no student wishes to miss. The class as usual starts off with healthy and friendly debates. And Professor Paul deftly weaves in inspiring questions that charge up the entire atmosphere. The class ends, and as students rush out, Samir recaps the learning of these sessions.
APIIT SD India, through its symbiotic tripartite alliance with APIIT Malaysia and Stratfordshire University, UK, offers a series of full-time BE Honours degree programs in specialised fields of information technology.
Our association with the Staffordshire University is one of the strongest pillars of our foundation. All students of APIIT SD India are registered as a Staffordshire University student, and for the final year the students have the option to study at UK.
apiit SD India attracts international students from several countries and provides world-class education without the prohibitive international level fees. It is in fact an ideal gateway to the UK, as students have an option to continue their final year studies at the Staffordshire University, UK. apiit SD India, through its collaborative alliance with Staffordshire University, UK, offers several specialised programmes including computing, software engineering and multimedia. The air-conditioned CAI or computer-aided instruction-enabled classrooms are equipped with the latest audiovisual teaching aids, but the key differentiator at apiit SD India is a fresh approach to learning. Lectures, group discussions, seminars, tutorials, live projects, visiting faculty sessions, all these are regular features of the students' weekly timetables.
After a few more classes, it's lunchtime, and Samir and his friends have just enough time to share a quiet moment or two before the rigour begins again. It's now time to test all the theoretical learning in the state-of-the-art computer lab. Samir interacts with the project team, as a senior faculty at the lab guides them with data flow diagrams and running simulation tests to validate their newly developed application. Enter and a final click, and the application development is through. As a loud cheer reverberates across the lab and handshakes seem to encompass these proud moments. There is one small glitch, however, as the professor points out, and Samir walks out of the lab towards the library for sourcing more information.
The well-stocked library, 24/7, always on internet connectivity, online feedback and appraisal systems, ultra-modern computer labs, continually upgraded hardware, software and network systems. Everything at apiit SD India is state-of-the-art. At apiit SD India, the learning doesn't happen in isolation. It is in fact an interactive process with enough realism integrated into the curriculum. apiit SD India continues to tailor its programs to meet the industry needs, and it is this emphasis on understanding the theories and their applications in a practical framework that makes it what it is today, an institute with a difference.
On his return from the library, Samir has a chance meeting with Professor Paul. The corridor turns into a learning centre as the two discuss the problem together like the best of friends, as Samir thanks the professor and returns back to the lab. Samir quickly adds in the script in his code, and the team cheers as the application is now ready and gets the nod from everyone. Yet another experience that has empowered Samir.
The faculty members at apiit SD India are true enablers and motivators who encourage active participation from all students at all levels. The ongoing research, as well as the close linkages with the industry, ensures that the faculty members are up to date on the latest developments. What makes apiit SD India different is not just the intellectual levels and the hands-on experience of its technical educators, but the commitment with which they put it all together, a commitment to bring the best out of students and to nurture them into IT specialists par excellence.
A couple of more classes and Samir finds himself completely engrossed as Professor Arjun explains the option that the final year students can have to study in the UK. He is thrilled by the fact that he can opt to complete his last year studies at the Staffordshire University and starts dreaming about the degree that is going to offer him a visa to the world of information technology. A graduate degree is just a starting point, Samir thinks to himself. His vision is set on a postgraduate course in information technology, and as he continues to dream about his future, he hardly realizes that the class is dispersed and it's time for a short break.
All students of apiit SD India are registered as Staffordshire University students. Staffordshire University UK, a registered, approved and recognised member of ACU, Association of Commonwealth Universities, is one of the most prestigious universities of Europe. Qualifications acquired by apiit SD India students are recognised by leading universities in the UK and Australia, which makes pursuing postgraduate study at international universities an exciting option.
During the break, Samir joins his friends who are preparing for the forthcoming annual College Fest, for which he has been made the coordination in charge. Samir appreciates the composition and tries his hand on a new tune, and the group discusses the event and the arrangements to be made.
For an apiit SD India student, there is never a dull moment. Students are encouraged to actively participate in a variety of extracurricular activities such as contests, debates and religious festivals. The camaraderie with which students celebrate these events is a reflection of the close bonding that gets nurtured here.
After the break, it's time for the software development project, and Samir heads towards the lab, where his project team members have already gathered to discuss the project details and the flowcharts. The Linux clustering project has been the talk of the institute. The 4 nodes can now share the processing power of each other, thereby making the formation of a system which is as powerful as 4 computers put together. The team has been working on this innovative assignment for several months now. The excitement is in the air, and the sense of success continues to build up as they fine-tune the code, test the distributed processes for one last time, and run the final command. The day is coming to an end, and Samir and his friends have a quick game of table tennis before dinner. After dinner, Samir peeps into his friend's room to finish the presentation they have to submit the next day, and the learning continues. The last slide is done, and Samir walks back to his room. Once inside his room, he hits the bed and falls asleep instantly, thinking of tomorrow, which will be a new day of learning and a brand new day of opportunities. Success today requires much more than just a degree, which is why apiit SD India makes sure that the dazed school leaver who enters apiit SD India leaves it as a well-rounded and confident IT professional, ready to join the knowledge workforce of the new millennium. What you just saw was a typical hectic day in the life of Samir, a student of apiit SD India, learning, creating, sharing, collaborating, working in teams, debating, enjoying, discussing, contemplating, playing, winning, thinking, presenting. And it's almost the same with any apiit student, for whom every single moment of every single day is a moment of learning and transformation, and stepping into a new world of information technology.
apiit is all about getting a new life. A few years at this institute and you'll feel you're born again.
The gateway to Staffordshire University gets you started, keeps you going, takes you further. apiit SD India. Get a life.